What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, and I'm back with another video. Hey. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, if y'all are new, welcome. If you are already subscribed, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nefertiti, and I am a motivational speaker. I am here to help the kingdom of the Lord. I am here to help build the kingdom of the Lord. That's all I know. I am just a messenger, okay? All right. But look, so being that we are in the month of Black History, I just wanted to throw a message out there to y'all. Is that I want to let you know, remember what your ancestors had to go through for us to be where we're at. Okay? Now this message may not be for everybody. And listen, even if you're not Black, you can still hear this message because you may not know the things that our ancestors had to go through just for us to get to where we're at. Y'all, not that long ago, we didn't have freedom. Listen, my great-grandfather, I was really close with him. He was 99 when he passed away, right? He was raised by his grandmother, who was a freed slave. That's how close it was. My great-grandfather was raised by his grandmother, who was a freed slave. Y'all, I want to just let y'all know, please don't take your gifts for granted, your time for granted, and your freedom for granted. Y'all, do you know the toil that they had to go through for us to be where we're at today? Do you even have a clue? They used to have to work day and night in them cotton fields. And not all of them worked in the cotton fields. Some of them worked in the house. They were mistreated. They were spit on. They were killed. They used to get accused for things that they didn't even do. And they were hung for things that they didn't even do. Their backs were whipped. Y'all, why? For being Black. For being Black in America. Y'all, they were slaves. They were treated like property. Not like people, like property. Folks treated them like they was just another car or another house, or, you know what I mean? I want y'all to keep in mind what they had to do. They had to go to restaurants and sit at tables and get beaten just so they can show people that they're regular people. They got beaten. They were willing to get beaten just to sit at a table with other races, with the white folks. They would sit there, and even though they said, back in them days, they would have Blacks over here, whites over here. Usually, whenever the Blacks and whites were separated, the Blacks got the lesser than, so you got the beat down stuff, and the white people got the nice stuff. And I'm not racist, so don't think that. I'm just telling the truth. All right? Y'all, for the brave ones, your great-great-great-grandparents and your great-great-great aunts and cousins, they went through a lot. They went through the fire. They had to march. They had to get beaten. They lost their loved ones. They lost their kids. Listen, y'all, do you know what they used to do in plantations to humiliate the slaves to make sure that they obeyed them? They would, whenever some of the slaves were pregnant, they would slice their stomach open. Oh my gosh. They would slice their stomach open with their baby in there. Just to make the other slaves be in fear of them, so that they know not to be disobedient to their master. They had to work day and night, whether they were pregnant or not, whether they ate or not. Y'all, I don't even know where they slept. They probably had to have mad people in one room. Who knows how many showers they got to have. They were raped. They were beaten. And they fought. Some of them had to run to get to freedom. Some of them didn't make it. Some of them were chewed up by dogs. Just for us to be where we're at right now. And the reason why I'm saying this to y'all is that I want y'all to please stop taking your time for granted. Please stop taking your life for granted. Please stop taking your freedom for granted. They didn't do all that for you to sit on your butt. They didn't do all that for us to be fighting each other. Hold on, we need some lip gloss. I have a problem with our people. I have a problem with us because we don't know how to stay together. We don't know how to be in unity. How is it that we're so divided when our people had nobody but each other? They had to stick together back in them days because there was oppression everywhere they went. You know, the KKK, they come through. The KKK, listen, they come through and burn your house up. You and your kids in there. They don't care if you have kids. They don't care if you just had a baby. They don't care about nothing that you got. They came and burned houses up. Listen, there was a story of a older white woman in these days now. She's an older white woman. And she was saying how she was being tortured. Like, she kept seeing this young boy. And it wasn't in her dreams. And she was in like a nursing home. She just kept saying she kept seeing this young boy, and it was scaring her. Well, come to find out, you know, she told her, you know, her worker, the woman that works for her, that took care of her healthcare worker. She said, I just have to admit something that I did back in the day. And so her healthcare worker said to her, well, what did you do? She said, when I was younger, there was this black family, and they were always, you know, well dressed, and the daughters always had beautiful dresses on. And because the girls had prettier dresses than me, I lied to my dad and my family and told my family that their brother raped me. That little boy was like 7 years old. They hung him. And he didn't do nothing to her. They hung him. All because she was jealous of two little black girls that had pretty dresses on. They was living their life. They weren't worried about her. And for our people to be against each other, everyone's always talking about, oh, Black Lives Matter. The white man does this to me. The white man does that to me. Wait. My problem, see, this is why black people get mad at me. What do you do to yourself? Why are we killing each other? You're killing somebody because they're standing on your block? You killing somebody because they looked at you? You killing somebody because you're jealous of them? Do you know what your people went through for us to have what we have? And the fact that a lot of people don't want to apply themselves. They don't want to read books. They don't want to learn. You want to stay in your mindset of ignorance. You don't want to learn nothing. You don't want to grow. Don't you want to get out of poverty? Aren't you tired of being in poverty? Aren't you tired of feeling like you have oppression? We have more freedom than we ever had. Yes. Is there still racism? Yes. Do we still get mistreated? Yes. Do we still get killed? Yes. For being black? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Every day, still happening. But it's not like it used to be. We can go into a store and not have people, well, I'm not gonna lie, they still follow you when you're black. But you can go into a restaurant and sit down right next to a white person, and it's not going to be a problem. Back in the day, they'll kill you. They'll kill you for that. You know, back in the day, there wasn't much justice for the blacks. And even though there's not as much justice for them now, there's justice. What I'm telling you is, use what God has given you. Don't sit on your butt, man. Don't use it for negative. We out here, y'all think it's cool to be out here with guns and all that. That is not cute. It's not cute. It's not cool. What are you doing? What are you showing? What are you teaching your kids? You don't think that we should come together? You don't think that we should be united? I don't get it. What I'm saying to you is, we need to do better. Okay? What I'm saying to you is, they didn't fight for nothing. What I'm saying to you is, they weren't beaten for nothing. They weren't enslaved for nothing, man. Come on, man. We got to do better. And here's another thing. Hate don't change hate. Only love can do that. So we can't be out here hating people because of what happened to our ancestors back in the day. No, we are not going to be out here hating white people. No, we're not. We're going to love them like God loves them. Because we're supposed to look at the heart. You can't be like other people. If you're like them, you're just as bad as them. And then what changes? If you act the way that they act towards you, what is going to change? Somebody got to show somebody how to love. Shoot, we hate each other. We act like we hate each other. We fight for Black Lives Matter, and we act like we hate each other. God loves all. Every ethnicity. As long as you are walking with him and you are trying to do right by God and you're trying to be righteous and you're for justice and you're for Christ, God, he loves you. He loves those who love him. He don't love evil. He don't love, he don't love what the evil things people do. But I'm just letting you know, when you have the ability to make a difference, do it. Even if it's a small difference. If you see somebody being mistreated and you have the ability to say something to help, say something. Don't sit back and not do nothing. Don't sit back and just let your life go by. Don't sit back and be lazy. Do something with your life. You are somebody. God put you on this earth for a reason. Everybody's here for something. We're not just here to look at each other. Everybody's here for something. You got to find what you're here for. Ask God, what am I here for? There's a reason why you're in this generation. There's a reason why you made it to this generation. You probably wouldn't have made it back in them generations. I don't even know if I would. Because my mouth. I'm just saying, man, you're blessed to be here. Make a difference. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. And just so you know, I have a reaction channel. Make sure you subscribe to that channel too. Go watch some of the videos because I got some good stuff on there. I love you guys. God bless y'all. Stay tuned.